Welcome to episode 1 of The Dream Gym, where we ask somebody pretty decent in fitness what they do on their dream gym day. We're talking drink, workout outfit, music to listen to, workout partner, everything that is important. So enjoy and listen. And 3, 2, 1. First guest of the year, Dan.
Hey guys, welcome to the Push Pull Legs podcast with myself, Dan Meek.
And me, Tom Hall, and one more person. She can introduce herself right now.
Oh, I hate introducing myself. Hi, I'm Emilia. That's all I've got.
Emilia Thompson. There we go.
Oh, hang on. Missed out a key thing there. What's your proper name?
Dr. Emilia Thompson.
Dr. Emilia Thompson.
Doctor.
There you go. If you've got a title, you've got to use it, in my opinion.
Yeah, except I was on a flight recently and the air hostess came down and was like, Dr. Thompson, are you a medical doctor? And I felt quite bad because I was like, no, but I thought she might have given me like a wee upgrade, but I think someone actually then needed an ambulance at the back of it.
Yeah.
Right. So I was like, I can do first aid. And it's not really.
Imagine that. Just walking down thinking to get an upgrade and then there's just someone there on the floor having a heart attack. You're like, oh, no, I just went in business class.
Yeah.
You didn't offer any advice. You're like, yeah, definitely. I can help her with nutrition. That'd be good. That'd be fine.
Yeah, nutrition or like a bandage. And then that's my goal.
That's it.
Right, perfect. So as we alluded to everybody that's listening, we were going to start doing more of a series with more guests. So we all had them lined up. Dan has brought nothing to the table so far in terms of guests, mainly because we think that no one really likes him. So it's going to be very interesting.
That is literally the reason. I've sent out loads of messages. I've got nothing. You sent out about 10 and got loads of replies. I even sent one to Amelia and she ignored me. She only replied to you. So that tells you everything you need to know.
Right. That's standard, isn't it? That's fine.
I am quite offended. I'm quite offended that I didn't get one from you both. I'll be having words with you later. Damn me.
I do no work for the podcast. I literally turn up and just have to just give my opinion on certain things.
Basically, yeah, because I use Google most of the time and Dan has the Zoom account, so we just use that. That's why I'm using him. So
that is literally the only reason.
Basically, I've just put my business all through Google and I can't bother to switch over to that one. So a lot easier, isn't it? All right, so we're going to go into a basically version of Emilia's. This is probably going to be, hopefully, because I know Emilia has podcasts coming out of her ears according to her story this week. She's got a call at 5 and it is almost 20 past 4 right now. So this is the shortest show that me and Dan have possibly ever done. So we're going to have to stay on, Dan, just to do our normal pitter patter afterwards, I'm assuming. But we're going to go into the Dream Gym, Dream Fitness Day, essentially. So the whole idea, Emilia, is basically we're going to talk about on very kind of chilled out vibes, none of the serious shows that you obviously normally do, about what would encompass a dream day for you, basically within fitness. That doesn't require work, FYI.
Do you know what's concerning is that, one, you think my dream day involves going to the gym, and two, you think that I actually have any sort of interest in life. Like, I looked at these questions and I thought, this is going to be really embarrassing because you're going to see how basic I actually am. But
it's definitely not that your dream day would involve fitness. It's more that you have to do the fitness bit. So how, if we can make that as good as possible, what would that look like? Because I would be the same. Well, I wouldn't be doing fitness in my dream day anyway.
It isn't a dream day according to, imagine if you had a dream restaurant and you had your dream meal. This is where it has come from. And you'd have to have your best ever starter, your best ever main course. If you had to have your dream day in fitness or kind of going to the gym, this is what it would hopefully pertain to, basically. This is what we're going to go through. So I think the first question straight away is protein shake or protein bar, Emilia?
Protein bar.
Protein bar.
I'm obsessed. I'm like that person where, you know, when fitness people say protein bars are not a meal, and I'm like, watch me. I eat a lot of protein bars, too many protein bars. Have you ever had the Aldi protein bars? You won't because you're in Dubai, Dan, but have you had the Aldi protein bars, Tom?
I don't think so. And I was literally in Aldi today.
They're very good.
Are they that good?
I mean, look, right, they're Aldi. They're £1, whatever they are, right? But they are a third of the price of a grenade and more than 3 times as... No, wait, how do I do this maths? I don't know how to do this math. Basically, worth the £1, whatever it is. They're really pretty good. Put them in the fridge. They get really crunchy, decent chocolate. Highly recommend.
Ooh, so you've stumbled across something that me and Dan thoroughly disagree about right now, and that is fridge-based chocolate.
Always fridge based chocolate, no?
Always in the fridge, correct.
That's because you live in
Correct.
Dubai.
That's that's me. See, I should have a PhD, really. Let's be honest. That's the level I'm at with my food selection. But yeah, I couldn't have protein bars because it just ruins me, my guts, and don't like protein bars.
Well, we went for a very long run of trying every single one under the sun, so that must have been miserable for you.
Well, no, it's only more recently. Like it's like just
not
old age.
Not
good. Old age, I think it is, yeah. Or not having them for so long. That's probably what it is, because over here you just don't really get them. So it's just like I've just not.
So
really,
what is the Aldi one? So you're saying chocolate crisp.
Right. There's 4 different flavors, but the 2 good ones are salted caramel and cookie dough. And they're like the do you say nugget or nougat? Nugget?
I'm pretty sure it's nougat, but we'll go with nugget.
Pretty sure it's nougat. Yeah, it's chicken variety.
Yeah, we'll have some nice chicken nougat. Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, it's kind of like that stuff with like a topping of either cookie dough or salted caramel and then wrapped in chocolate. So a similar consistency to like a grenade or something like that, but like it's just chunky, a bit chode like kind of short and chunky.
Okay. Dan can resonate with that. That's fine.
You know it. So that's what you're packing then to take with you to the gym, because you're not having that first thing in the morning, are you? But like we need to go through the whole like, all right, you've got up. What's your breakfast before you go?
Right. So I like a morning workout, but I like a carb based food before and then like a solid meal after. And right now it's a bagel. Like when I went to Austin, like I got like the really solid everything bagels from like the little places in Austin with really thick cream cheese. They're just exceptional. If I could, I would have that. But here it's basically a cinnamon raisin bagel with peanut butter and jam. It just works every time.
Not a bad choice especially for an early morning workout.
Yeah. Very sweet as well.
I love sweet. I love it.
Speaking of 2 people that will reasonably rate nearly every fucking day, right, for Daniel, is have Marmite on his scrambled eggs and toast.
Yeah.
Interesting. I've never done that. I think I could be on board for that though.
So the other thing as well, I had the other day, which was a recipe on, I'm going to give credit because I'm that kind of guy, on Only Scrams, is basically he made this spaghetti dish, and the sauce, or the main thing of the sauce, is Marmite. It's basically Marmite with Parmesan cheese all mixed together. Oh my God. Unbelievable. Like, unbelievable. I'll send you a link to it. But like Marmite's just got this thing about it where it's like there's a whole love it or hate it thing, but there's just something about that saltiness that's so strong that cuts through so many other things. It's just brilliant. Like that pasta was just unbelievable. So simple, so easy. And yeah, I recommend it. I'll send you the recipe to it if you're one of those about Marmite, you kind of like it, but you're not sure about trying it with certain things. Putting it with pasta with cheese is like I can get that.
Did you ever have that Marmite peanut butter?
Yeah.
Yes.
All the time. Incredible.
Yeah. Funniest thing is when we had some people to stay, and then they were from a foreign land, mysterious, and they just thought it was peanut butter, and they were just like, Tom, your peanut butter is well off. And I was like, yeah. It's just like, that's not the same thing, is it? So yeah, it's very odd. It's like to other people like across Europe and stuff, they don't get it, do they? Absolutely, they think it's vile. So the saltiness of it, salty country, and we. Yeah. Moving on. Okay, so we go AM or PM workout. What are we going for? Because this decides the rest of your day, really.
I'm a morning, afternoon, after literally like noon. I'm like, no, I there's nothing that can get me to the gym. I can't do it. I don't know. Honestly, I have so much respect for like people that go train in the afternoon. I just no, zero desire. That's me done.
What's the perfect time then? Because obviously you've had you're packing your protein bar to the gym, I think. I don't know, or you're eating that as a meal anyway, apparently. And then you've got your bagel and everything sweet in the cupboard on it. Is that going boom and then you're going straight in?
I'm like a 9 o'clocker.
Oh, that's early. Yeah.
Yeah, but like if you get up at like 7, do like maybe a little walk, a bit of work, have the bagel, let it settle. 9, maybe 10, if I'm feeling wild, and then that's it. And then I get to eat as soon as I come home again. So, like I like to time it around food. It's really the only way I can go. Food and caffeine sometimes.
No, definitely caffeine.
Yeah, what's the caffeine of choice though?
So, well, I stopped drinking caffeine last year, right? Because I was going to freeze my eggs and stuff. So I was like, oh, for fertility, it's quite useful to reduce your caffeine intake. So I stopped drinking caffeine. Now I can have a teaspoon of instant coffee and I am buzzing off my tits. It's amazing. So, I mean, I don't try not to have that. I'm just like a coffee, oat milk latte, but even an oat milk decaf latte. And I'm like, oh, I'm wild. Again, I'm about to introduce just how boring my life actually is. I'm like partying on a decaf. But yeah, I haven't had a monster in about a year. It's a sad time.
That's not a sad time. I can't stand them.
Really? I thought you were both like monster fiends.
No. Like
Yeah,
I have the connotation of Monster and Red Bull of being the same thing. And I can't get Red Bull like out of my head of being the drink I was always wasted on in Dukes when I was about 18 years old. And yeah, I've thrown up on that drink far too many times. So it just can't do it.
You're doing well with Red Bull. Mine is like, you know, the Tesco version. It's called like
Oh yeah.
That reminds me of that. Oh, horrific.
All the same taste, though, isn't it? Really? Like
yeah, it's all the same.
Red Bull just you pay a lot for the advertising, the marketing. It tastes the same. But yeah, I'm the same. Like my I don't drink anywhere near as much caffeine as I used to. Like barely any. I can say, but I have one coffee a day on a good day. Like
wow,
I used to like get up and I'd be like, have one straight away, have another one, and then I'd be like, right, before 1 o'clock, can I squeeze another one in? And then I'd be like, I can also have a monster during that time. But now I just like, nah, I can't. I have to think about my sleep too much. I have to think about fucking having energy, and it just used to fuck me, ruin me. So I just don't do it anymore.
Yeah.
So old. I'm free.
I
have 3 coffees a day.
But I do like the taste of it. This is the frustrating thing, is I only drink it now, the one, because I do love the taste of it. I don't do it because of the rush of it. I don't do it because of that at all. But I just do it because it tastes nice.
Decaf tastes the same, though.
No, it doesn't. Behave. Decaf tastes the same. I can tell you don't like
definitely
coffee.
doesn't.
Yeah,
definitely doesn't.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah. It probably does if you have oat milk in it, because you just ruined it by putting oat milk in it, to be fair.
Oh, no,
so,
I'm heavily on Emilia's side here. I'm a full oat milk like on it. It is so good. Yeah. It gives you that creaminess that you're like, yes, please. I'll have one like black throughout the day, and then I'm having 2 like oat milk flowers.
Maybe I'll try it. Maybe I'll try the oat milk. I've resisted it for this long. Maybe Emilia's the one to push me over the edge.
Yeah.
You have to go get the barista version though. You're not getting some shitty kind of like normal oat milk. Get the barista one and do yourself a favor. But then don't have the oat milk just as normal milk. Doesn't really, because I quite like having a little bit of milk if I'm having some like sweet, because I'm a child essentially. So, but yeah.
Would you make porridge with your oat milk?
Yes, I have done that. No, I've done that.
Bit sadistic, that, isn't it? Cooking oats in there, it's like
cooking oats in oats. Yeah,
in their blood. Yeah, cooking oats in their own blood.
A little bit weird, isn't it?
There you go.
I had norovirus last week, and any talk of like meat is probably going to push me over the edge. So just.
All right. Well, we're going to enjoy the rest of this. All right. Who are you working out with? Are you going solo? Do you have a dream gym partner?
I always go solo.
Always go solo. There we go.
Emilia's just there like it's a life choice. Just solo.
I don't really like training with people. So do you know what? Exceptions. Enjoy training with Anna. Enjoy training with Emma. In the last like 6 months, I'm like, I'll branch out a little bit, but realistically, no, I don't want to prolong my time in the gym. I just want to be in. And to be honest, I actually usually use my time to answer messages. It's really bad. But on a dream day, I wouldn't do that. So we can turn that off. I myself put on Radio 1 anthems and then in and out in 40 minutes. And I'm like, that's all I want. I don't want to be.
Is that what you're listening to? You're psyching yourself up to Radio 1 anthems. What does that even? What I mean, you're speaking. Dan has no music taste, just an FYI, whatsoever.
Well, neither do I. It's just a mix generally. Like at the moment, it's all from winter time, like Christmas time. So it's all like anthems from like 2002, 2003, and then they run through genres. So it'll be like R&B, and then it'll be pop, then it'll be rock. It's not, is it? It's like what this gets, what that type of stuff. But realistically, like that or Taylor Swift. The other day I was training and I was in Gold's Gym in Austin, and I was like hip thrusting, and this guy came over to me and he was like, I don't know, said I was really impressive, obviously, because I was whatever I was lifting. And he was like, what is it that you're listening to that's getting you so fired up? And I was like, Taylor Swift Midnights. And he was like, oh, okay, well, I listen to Selena Gomez. And I was like, oh, thanks so much. And then he walked away and I was like, I hope he does listen to Selena Gomez and he wasn't trying to make me feel better for being an absolute loser for listening to Taylor Swift again. But either way, it was good times. So I'm a Taylor Swifter. I can, when you see those memes, it's like what people think you're doing and then what you're actually doing. Like I'm that what you're actually person all the time.
Yeah. Tom's got no taste in music. He just listens to men screaming in his ear really, really loud.
Oh,
so
no.
I can listen to women
Tom's
screaming in my ear. That's absolutely fine.
Women, yeah. He just that whole when you can't actually tell what they're saying, it's just loud noise. That's what Tom listens to, and then says that I have no taste in music.
It's like block like a metal guitar in my background. I just realised that.
Yeah, it's not for me. That for me, the gym's not a place where I need to get that hyped up. I actually just need a little bit of just chill. I'm not actually fussed about lifting stupid heavy weight. I don't care anymore.
Sometimes,
this is good enough. It's fine.
Yeah, sometimes it's a day for Lewis Capaldi. Sometimes it's that type of vibe, and you can still lift heavy if you're listening to I don't know, somber stuff. Is that the right phrase?
Don't get me wrong. I can listen to, there'll be random stuff like John Mayer that I'll listen to. It's
Stop
mainly
trying to look cool, Tom. Stop trying to sound cool now just because I've outed you. Come on.
Sorry, we'll just listen to Deep House with Dan and Isabel and his 7-year-old just going.
That's right.
You listen to Deep House?
All sorts, yeah. Deep House.
Right. Can you give me some good, cool songs? Because I was at a house party.
No is the question. The answer to that question.
I was at this party and I'd never met most of these people before. And they were like, I was trying to impress them. And they were like, right, before you go, you need to pick one song before you go. And I was like, they all listen to house and stuff like that. And I was like, I honestly, I only know Taylor Swift and Frank Ocean. I'm really limited. And then I had nothing to offer. And then I had to leave being the person that couldn't even pick one song that was remotely cool for the party to listen to. So what I need is you just to give me a couple of reference points so that next time I can be like, this one, that'll make me look cool.
Easy. None of Tom's stuff, but I've got loads of stuff you can do. That's
cool then. What
cool.
Just tell you can say whatever you like. I won't know what it is.
Straight away, Fred again. Straight away, get on Fred again. Yeah. Any of his songs, literally the most. You pick 10 of the popular songs on Spotify. Any of those, they'll be like, "Oh my god, Emilia, you got amazing taste in music," and then you'll be fine.
Okay, right.
Don't worry about it.
Fred again.
Okay.
Fred again is classic, and those listening to this will know, and they'll be like, "Oh shit, actually, Dan does have taste in music," and then they're gonna laugh at you, Tom, because they realize you don't, because you think I don't. So don't worry about it. It's fine. It's the sort of stuff I show on my Instagram, and I get people say to me all the time, "Oh my god, this is incredible! Oh my god, this is incredible!" And I look at Tom's, and it's like,
well, did we did a show?
I don't even know what they're called. Half of them. I don't even know what they're called.
On the Spotify kind of, we know what you're doing kind of year, end of year thing, and then mine was a mixture of metal and then show tunes. Apparently that showed up, so it was good.
Show tunes.
If I go to a West End show, I end up listening to it on repeat quite for a long time. So yeah, that's what showed up. And
you're so cool, Tom. You're so cool.
And I would probably prefer Isabel's taste of music than Dan's. So if that's pretty honest.
Who was your top artist, Dan?
I think Fred again, to be fair.
And yours? Who was your top artist? Tom?
Mine, I have no idea. I'm gonna go to something like Punk Rock Factory or something like that. I think I regressed this year back to an 18-year-old.
Happens.
It does have life in it. Don't worry about that. Where's my Spotify?
Right. We're setting foot in the gym, really, because we're going to go through this. And what is your perfect warm up if you have any? There's a face of there is no warm up. There is a.
Okay. I these days I'm a 3-day a week full body session trainer. That's it. My warm up is always the same, and it's very basic, and it's basically just walking lunges, a bit of dynamic yoga type down dog mobility stuff, and a wee bit of banded lateral walks, crab walks, that type of stuff, and then that's it. 5 minutes and I'm done.
I think you can tell. You can instantly tell someone who's in fitness but doesn't enjoy the gym does 3 times a week full body. I'm exactly the same. Literally, I know the benefits of it. I know it's good for me. I know all that stuff, but I just want to do the bare minimum. So that's what I do. Literally, it's exactly the same thing. It's just that should be the gold standard for anyone going to the gym. Any PTs listening to this, who have clients who are I'm not really fussed by the gym. Just do that. That's it. That's all you need. That's the fine. Just go and do that. And you'll be in and out, like say 45 minutes, 60 minutes, something like that. Oh my God. It's the sign of someone who's like, yeah, I know this is good for me, but I don't want to do more than I need to. Like,
I can't imagine. But I think also, I don't know if you guys got this when you start coaching. Like when I started coaching, it was when I was competing and stuff. So I was just like, why wouldn't someone, even with all the empathy in the world, why wouldn't someone just be able to train 5 days a week? It's nothing, 5 days a week. And even 6 days was like a push for me not to train 6 days a week. And now it's just like, oh, 4 days is pushing. Like I just don't think I can even do 4. And like automatically I go to program like slightly less. Obviously you ask your clients like what they were willing to do and what they want to do, but I would always err on the side of less rather than the side of more. Whereas definitely in the past I would have always thought people would probably just rather do more. Like we don't. No.
It's fascinating for me with coaches. I can always tell, no matter what age they are, I can tell where they're at in their career. Do you know, because some people start it a bit later and they're like, oh, I love doing 4 or 5 times a week. And I'm like, yeah, give it a few years, mate. We'll see. Like it's that whole thing in it of I believe I've got this theory, right? Whether it's true or not, I have no idea. But I think that the majority of us, and obviously, you know, the dispersion of the curves and stuff changes, but I believe that we've all got a certain number of gym sessions in us. I genuinely believe that. And I just feel like some people just go like absolutely mental at the start and go, yeah, I need to slow down because I can't do this. I just believe that there's a certain number of gym sessions you get to, and the majority of people, excluding all the people that compete in athletes and stuff, that you get to a certain number and then you just go, nah, don't need to do this as much anymore.
You're alluding to the theory of the cardiac theory of there's every single person has a certain amount of heartbeats in them.
Yeah.
And you're
I think it's the same with the gym. I genuinely do. I genuinely think that, because this is what I'm thinking, is that different people at different ages find the gym, right? So if you find it really early, I believe you get to that point quicker than someone who starts if they're 30s or whatever. So it's why when you get some clients who come to you when they're 30, in their 30s, 40s sometimes, and they haven't been to the gym that much, they fall in love with it again. You know, like you get those 40-year-olds who are like really overweight and they just become motivated to somehow become the fittest they've ever been when they're for their 40th. And they never went to the gym in their 20s, that won't be us, because we've done it. We've been to the gym in our 20s. We're close enough to be like, well, we're close enough. We're happy enough. We're strong enough. I've just got this theory that the majority of people have just got a finite amount of visits into the gym before they go, I can't be doing this anymore. Like,
well, really what you're saying is we should only do 3 sessions a week, because what we want to do is space it out so that we don't run out of sessions by the time we're 50.
Exactly.
So we can keep going. So really, the healthiest thing to do is 3 times a week and no more.
Exactly that. Well, we're the type of people who know that we need to be doing this when we're older, right? When we're 50, 60, we need to be doing it. So it's pace yourself. You've got plenty of time. Pace yourself. What's the point doing it all now?
All right. Best exercise, Emilia. Best exercise you've ever done. Was there a gym that you were at and you were like, I've nailed that set. I've nailed everything that I've ever done there?
Oh, I don't nail things very often. No. Do you know what? My favorite place I've ever trained and like my best sessions are Gold's Gym in Venice. And as cliche as that is, the gym is just, have any of you guys been?
No. They wouldn't.
I'm not bro enough for that.
No, definitely not. I would be bouncing around. They'd be like, fucking get around. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'd say I'm that pro, but like I think when I went, I've made friends with like a previous like IFBB pro bodybuilder who's just this coolest guy. But I remember like seeing who's Mr. Olympia in classic physique, Chris Bumstead, whatever he's called.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. Anyway, the environment is exceptional, but the equipment is exceptional, but it's also the perfect level of temperature so that you're sweating your tits off, but not to the point of like don't even want to be in there because you're sweating your tits off. You know, that way of you're like, oh, I'm motivated because I'm sweating, but I'm not like, not that sweat is an indicator of anything, but you know what I mean? When you get into the zone, it's just that type of vibe. Equipment's pretty old school, but I'm not an equipment lover. I'm like a barbell hip thrust lover, and that's kind of it. I don't love a machine. And I also am one of those people, which you probably can tell, that I just do the same 5 exercises pretty much all the time and have done for the last 5 years of my life.
I think we reiterate that to our clients, the same fucking like 18 to 24 things that I'll always program everybody at every like a given stage. Yeah. And then it's just a sprinkling of 20% that's different. That's about it.
Yeah. But like that's the thing with your clients, 18 to 24. Like and I'm probably similar with myself with my clients, but then with myself, it's literally 5.
So you We don't even have to go. You can build your perfect gym like whole workout then. If you can give me your 5, then Emilia, come on.
What, my 5 favorite lifts?
Your 5 favorite lifts, yeah. You clearly got them memorized if that's all you've done for the last
I don't
5 years.
squat. I don't squat anymore because of my knees. I don't like to just. I'm very much like the way that when I train now. Yeah, I know, but I'm very much when I train, I'm like, oh, that might hurt me. I better not do that. My poor body, love you. I'm not going to do that. Like that's genuinely where my mind goes, and I'm like, it's just body respect. Is it body respect or is it lazy? I actually don't know, but I'm choosing like the former narrative. Like I'm a leg press or Bulgarian split squat, RDL, hip thrust, usually standing dumbbell shoulder press. Usually, I don't do. Sometimes I'll do an incline press. I don't do any pull movements, hardly ever. Occasionally I will, because because I do yoga and that kind of helps with my posture and like balance, etc. But B, years and years ago when I competed, I had a boyfriend who was a dick, shockingly, and he was like, "Oh, your back is like you're super hench," and then I was like, "Okay, like that when you're competing, obviously symmetry matters," and so I was like, oh, "Okay, it's very dominant." So I stopped training, and genuinely I could count on one hand how many times I've done a specific like pull session or that type of session since then. And for whatever reason, I'm just my back is very dominant. So I just don't do any pull movements hardly at all. Which I know, Tom, you're probably like, that's the worst thing. And Dan, probably, you're both probably like, that's the worst thing. But with this other stuff I do, I'm like, it's actually so far posture and injury and all of that stuff is fine.
Yeah, do you know what? I think a long time ago I'd have been a bit more like, oh, that's really bad, that's a problem, blah, blah, blah. But then the more people I've worked with, the more that you speak to people, they go, no, trust me, my biceps just grow real quick. Like I've had some females be like, I just don't want to do any bicep work because I just feel like they grow really quickly. And it's like, I'm like, who am I to tell them like, no, you're probably wrong. Like I just go, okay, don't do it then. Like adhere to the program that you've been set and stuff like that. But like
I think
it's up to you, isn't it?
Yeah, I think if I was like getting injured or my posture was off, like these are things I'm very, very mindful of. And if I wasn't doing yoga and there's some strength stuff that comes with yoga, I would be a lot more mindful of it. But realistically, like I went up a bra size, and not in the good way, like the back size of a bra size, and I was like, I don't want to be getting bigger there. Like, and despite popular belief, like I do care about aesthetics and I do care about the way my body looks, and I was like, that's not ideal for me. So yeah. If I'm sure that will change as I get older and maybe I start falling over a lot more or something, then I'll maybe think, oh, maybe you should do that stuff. But until then, I'm like, I just don't.
I think it's just, I can't, it's very rare I don't program, even if it's like just a lower body, like I'm just looking at the footballers up on my list up there and all of them are doing pull-ups always, no matter male or female, just for, and all I always say is like, just balance. And they're like, why am I doing so many pull-ups? I'm just like, I don't know. Can't bother make you press. It's fine. You need to do pull-ups. So yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I will defer away from pushes as well, just because of shoulder health. And that's it. But I'm just looking at like cricketers and stuff like that as well. So
it's also
thinking of a
the
different
majority of people though that you work with in that scenario would have overdone that.
Correct. Yeah. So if I've got like, I'm also, I guess, looking a little bit more of like deceleration effects. And I've got to be like, all right, they're probably throwing their arm out a lot. So therefore I've got to be able to get that back. So yeah, which I'm assuming you're not really doing.
Shockingly, no.
So the dream day, so we've established you're at Gold's Gym and you're hip thrusting and you're doing RDLs and you're doing your leg press in Gold's Gym because you get enough of a sweat on. It's not too hot, it's not too cold.
Just listening to BBC Radio 1 show tunes.
Or Fred again now. Don't worry about it. Fred again now.
Definitely.
You watch. Just give it a
nibbling on an Audi.
I'll get a shout on the Instagram. I'll get a shout on the Instagram going, thanks to Dan for introducing me to this. It's fine. So I mean we've established it's lasting 40 minutes and that's it. Like you're gonna get like you're in and out, it's done. Right. So that's the day so far. So what time is it? So you've started in the gym, it's maybe 9 or 10, you've finished your workout, you've had a little bit of a bagel, you're probably hungry, I'm assuming.
And now I'm going for like full on brunch thing of
you're not
like
having a shake. It's not like a way get straight in.
Well, you got to think like, so what drink was pre, what was during, and what was post? So did you have anything?
Was a decaf oatmeal latte.
Wild.
During was water, and post is Probably water. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe probably another decaf latte. To be honest, I love to drink my calories these days. I'm like diet culture rebellion. So I have that, and then like again, because I've just been in Austin and I'm about to go back, my brain is kind of there. But even if I was at Goldstream, Cali type vibes, a giant brunch of like an omelette with soy rizzo. Anyone had soy rizzo?
No.
It's exceptional. Obviously, it's just soy chorizo, right? Never had chorizo. I've got no comparison point, but it's delicious. I'm sure it tastes exactly the same. So chorizo, vegetables, cheese, like one of those giant filled omelets with like a really good American hash brown, and
What's
some
an American hash brown?
really good ones that are like shredded potato and then like put together, squashed together, and then fried. You know,
Basically deep fried, isn't it? Deep fried, thin, crispy. You know, yeah. Really
I
bad for you.
was in America for 6 months. I've never heard of that.
where were you eating?
Never. I was in Pennsylvania, like East Coast anyway, around there. I didn't know. I had no idea.
Did you not go for brunch and get hash browns?
Apparently not. Not at Wendy's. We didn't have these at Wendy's. So
Go. I've never been to Wendy's. And then also corn tortillas and pico de gallo and some guacamole, like a combination of that. Oh, that sounds great. Maybe a pancake on the side for like 2 bites, and then that'll be me.
Yeah.
Oh, this
that
is
sounds good.
You know, just like a classic American brunch.
Well, no, because we'd have sausages and bacon with it, wouldn't we? So that's what a classic American brunch would be. It'd be everything, wouldn't it? You're missing that bit out. You're substituting that out for soy rizzo, whatever that was called. Soy
rizzo. The by the way, never heard of before.
Well, it's just fake chorizo, right?
I worked it out. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Worked it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, never heard of that.
Yes, but when I eat mine, I get like a dose of like virtue and like morals when I eat my breakfast. You just world. So
imagine how I feel over here when I eat chorizo over here and I get it ordered in off the black market. I feel really rebellious then.
That is correct. Yeah.
You have to do it on the sly.
Oh no, all the supermarkets sell it, stuff like that. But it's just you don't pay a premium for it, but you do feel a bit like, shouldn't be doing this. There's some restaurants that specialize in it. They sell pork and all that sort of stuff. So it's like, but it's genuinely like alcohol came in first before that did. From what you can, alcohol's more readily available than pork. Mental.
Yeah, I felt like a criminal the first time I went there, and is it me and you? I just had to go buy alcohol for Laura, obviously, because you need to be an alcoholic to live with Dan. And yeah, you just felt like an absolute criminal walking into an alcohol shop. All
like Dan windows on it. You can't see anything inside it.
Nothing funnier. Nothing funnier than Dan kind of fumbling around an alcohol store and being like, "This is wine? Laura likes wine." I'm like, "Yeah, which one?" He's like, "The red one." Good. Okay.
I don't really drink wine or anything.
No, never. I've never got a taste for anything like alcohol wise. I'll have like, like the fruit ciders, like the Copperberg, like the ones that taste like fucking squash. Them, I'll drink them.
Yeah.
Because they taste like squash.
Age group of like alcohol pop. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like I just don't like the taste of it. Just never took to it, and it just all tastes the same to me. It doesn't taste nice, so I don't drink it. Everyone over here, so we've been in Dubai now over a year. People are like, "Oh, you don't drink that because you're healthy." I'm like, no, I just don't like the taste of it. Like, it's not a moral thing. I'm not like on my high horse that, why are you teetotal? I'm like, no, I don't judge you for drinking. I was like, I just don't like the taste of it.
I've definitely seen you drunk before though, right?
Oh yeah, no, there's some drinks that are nice. Like, if you get like, even things like Southern Comfort lemonade, like that's all right. It's quite sweet. It has to be really sweet for me. And you do shots obviously because it's just, and I don't mind getting drunk, but I just don't do it very often. So I'm not that person that's like, I've had a busy day, so I just want to have a drink. It just doesn't cross my mind. I just have a Diet Coke. I only would drink to get drunk and put myself through the pain of the taste of it just to get drunk and have fun. But yeah, it's just not something I ever do for fun. Like Tom would like, when Tom came to visit, he would be like, get some beers in. He'll have a beer of an evening and just to relax. And I'm like, no. Just...
Oh.
Yeah. Go talk to your wife, so it's fine.
Yeah,
we got to have some fun.
She'll drink loads. Yeah, she will. Makes up for both of us, to be fair. Yeah, not my thing.
So, if you walked straight out of the gym, are you going to be? Are you? This is a question that me and Dan posed to each other when we did this. Was, are you showering at the gym or are you showering at home?
I'm showering at home always.
Do you not use any of the extra facilities? Like, has it got a sauna? Has it got a spa? Has it got a steam room, jacuzzi, anything like that? No?
Not even in your dream facility, and you were to make it.
Oh,
There's no one else in the change room. It's just you. Your shower can be whatever one you want. Like, it's not one of these communal things. Do you know what I mean? It's not one of these communal ones, which are minging.
No, I like to be on my own, clearly. I like my own space. I like my own stuff. No. And also, the last time I went to one of these things, I don't go to these places often, like spas and stuff like that. I don't love them. And the last time I went to one, I got COVID. So that was just confirmation that that's just not for me. Would you use them?
Showers, yeah. I think we both concurred, didn't we? We were like, actually, there's some sort of a nice sensation of like, you done your thing, you go either sauna maybe on a dream gym day.
No, I wouldn't do sauna or steam room or anything, and then I would just be showering.
And then shower and then go, because I think just you feel nice, and then you kind of, it was almost like I've not prolonged my workout bit any longer. I haven't got to sit in a sweaty car. Usually when we were training together, we were like having to get the tube home or something like that. You're like, oh, this is a bit gross, and you have to go back in that, because I don't want to put clothes on that to make sweatier.
I mean, that's good logic, but I think also as a woman, your pants are smaller, like everything's smaller and tighter, and trying to get on like really small pants when you're trying to like not be naked, and like you're sweaty and you're hot from someone else's shower, and it all gets twisted. And like I say, like I don't wear bras, so I don't know what that would be like, but in general, like that vibe, it's just not like with men, you're like, oh, just shove on
my small pants aren't a problem. I find.
Right. Tighty whities have done well, absolutely fine.
Not a problem for me. Yeah. No, I reckon most women would say similar thing. Like say it's the whole like, it's drying your hair and doing all that, and I guess as well there's an element of that which is just like, oh, it's too much effort.
Again, though, that's assuming that I would actually wash my hair again.
This is true. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Dan can absolutely concur there.
Yeah. Not a problem. Not a problem.
Yeah, he makes me put a hat on so he can't see my hair. So that's fine. That's what I have to do. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm that bothered.
That bothered about it.
I don't know. Maybe.
So we've been through that. Perfect. And the one thing Dan really wanted to ask was, what was your workout outfit?
Well,
it's key.
Well,
it is key.
I'm having a bit of identity crisis, to be honest, because I haven't bought gym clothes in a long time. Like really, I don't care what I look like in the gym. So as time's gone on, I've watched like the younger girls in my gym where like, watch how the style has changed. And now it's not scrunch bum leggings anymore. It's like wee shorts and a big t-shirt. I'm like, well, maybe I'm supposed to dress like that right now. But my problem is now I still only own the scrunch bums, and I feel really embarrassed to walk around with them because I don't want people looking at my arse. So now what I wear is the scrunch bums and t-shirts that come down to my knees, and I look kind of like a troll, which I don't mind. But I had a bit of a New Year's resolution of like, the reason you feel invisible all the time is because you dress like a troll and you show up to things looking like a troll. So in this ideal world, I would have nice Lululemon shorts on and a nice, comfortable, big baggy t-shirt that was probably the same length as my shorts, and that would be fine. That would be sufficient. But in reality, that's not my vibe at all. In reality, I'm really embarrassing in the gym, and I hate myself for a little bit because I remember the days that I used to wear matching clothes and Gymshark stuff, and those days are gone.
Overrated that, innit? Wearing matching stuff like that.
Massively. I mean, what you've just described as your perfect is probably what I normally wear, to be fair. It's just little shorts, and I've got literally a massive baggy top on right now, and it's just comfy. Yeah. I don't understand, but is gym clothing comfy? I've not worn I don't think I've ever properly worn gym clothing. Every job I've ever had has always come with some sort of stash that you kind of always get given. So I don't think I've ever really purchased any, apart from, and Dan knows this, Lululemon is the thing that I will always go towards, just because they make you good golf stuff as well. So
really, I'm the same, but I don't think gym stuff's comfy. But you don't wear it for comfort. When you buy that shit, you're not buying it for comfort, are you? You don't buy scrunch bum leggings for comfort. You buy scrunch bum leggings so everyone looks at your arse. Except the problem is obviously when that's all you own and you refuse to buy new ones because they're still legit, which is not good. What do you wear? Scrunch bum leggings, Dan?
Yeah, orange. The orange as well. Really, just so when I walk in the gym, everyone looks at me. That's my main thing. That's what I love. Yeah, I just wear. I'm that guy that just wears all black in the gym because it makes you look even smaller. So yeah, that's exactly what I need in the gym, is to look even smaller. Yeah, I just don't. I'm that person. I'm similar to you. I just don't care what I look like. I don't understand the point of going to the gym looking like good. I don't get. I'm not there for that. Like and again, you can always tell. I think you can always tell people what they're looking for based on what they're looking for. You know what I mean? Like there are people there who clearly like don't mind people speaking to them or coming up to them to say stuff. That's my opinion anyway. I mean, I'm happy to be shut down with that. But I'm very much a case of like, there's nothing about me that you look at and go, oh, they're nice shoes, or they're nice socks, they're nice whatever. And I've got my face on that's like, don't come anywhere near me. And my headphones are in, and just like, you can tell people, some people train without headphones in, they probably want to be spoken to. And, you know, they wear their very bright clothes and you can tell people are like, oh, I like your leggings. They want people to say that sort of stuff. And like me, I'm in the corner, I get all the equipment I need and I put it there and I just leave me alone. Like, get on with what I need to do and go. That's me, all black. Very rarely do my hair when I go, and then just crack on.
This is true.
Whereas Tom likes to be the person that everyone looks at in the gym. He jumps around all the time. Tom puts himself in the middle of the gym and does movements that people are looking at and going, what is he doing? He loves the attention. So that's why he wears his scrunchy leggings, his sort of like bra top, and he looks quite good. So, some people can pull it off.
I would like some video footage of that, please.
Yeah, wouldn't we all? Flipping out, wouldn't we all? But yeah, I agree with you. I've noticed the oversized t-shirt trend to the point where the oversized t-shirt is that big that I think the point of it is you question whether they're wearing shorts or not.
I think so.
And I think it's the thing is that once they start working out, they then take it all off, and it's like, fucking hell, like, okay, like now you're training in nothing. Like it's a bit of a weird trend, I think.
Oh, so you actually have to take it off after.
I don't know. I've just. I've seen the Instagram trends of like people saying like it's the Instagram trend of putting like people put their phone down and go, look at the reaction when I was deadlifting this weight, and then basically deadlifting really heavy, and then she takes her oversized top off, oversized t-shirt off, and then lifts even heavier. And it's like, no, they're not looking at the deadlift. they're not looking at the deadlift, and it's just quite funny.
You sound jealous.
Insanely, mate. It was 100 kilos. But yeah, that's what I think the trend is.
Nice. Anything else that would be in your dream fitness day, Emilia, to round it off?
As little fitness as possible by the sounds of it.
I know, it sounds like you don't want to do anything. So obviously we had protein bar, we're working out in the morning. We're probably in Austin, it sounds like, doing some hip thrusting with little to no warm-up, which is fine. We're all coaches.
And we're having a 2,000 calorie brunch afterwards.
We have the big brunch, then we meet people that we like to hang out with, and we drink tequila, and then that's it. That's the end. And that's a great day. That's a great day. In fact, That's my day that I have on Sunday. It's just a great day.
It's a great day. See, you came in was like, I don't do fitness anyway, guys. This is pointless. And now you've just described the day that you'd love to do.
You know what, though, as well? Like, I am still that person that does the pump session before an important event. So I was going to this, I was going out before I came back from Austin, and I knew that I had a Skims, which is the Kim Kardashian brand, if you don't know, like dress for this important event, very whatever. And I was like, God, I'll have to train legs that morning. I'll have to do a glute pump in the morning. And I'm still that person. Before I wear something tight, I'm like, I need to train my arse. And so on those days, that would be the perfect day, because if I had a really, really good date that night, then I would train in the morning. So that is kind of a perfect day. So it does kind of work.
Fitness is functional, isn't it? Fitness sometimes it's just functional. That is functional fitness right there.
That is the most important function of life. Making male gaze. Meeting
gay males or males gaze?
Male gaze. Dressing a man that I want to have sex.
There we go.
Anyway,
moving on. Perfect. Right, Daniel, were there any other questions that you had for Emilia about her day?
Not that we can record, no.
Absolutely not. Are you happy with your selections, Emilia?
Yeah, I think that's a great day. I'm quite excited for the next one. For real.
For the next day?
No, well, maybe, yeah, but no.
Perfect. I think that's going to come to the end of our, because we're going to let you run away because Amelia's an important person apparently, and it's 5:01. Who's to call with next?
I have a client call, 2 client calls, and then I think I have another podcast after that.
Jesus,
know.
it's Tuesday night, mate.
I know. Welcome to the life of a grinder.
that's definitely us as well. So, Dan, not so much. Were you doing check-ins today, Dan?
Yeah, half the day I was. Yeah.
Half the day. Nice.
Felt like half a day as well, to be fair. I mean, for most people it'd be a full day, but don't worry about it.
That is correct. All right. Thank you for describing your dream day, Emilia, and thank you for coming back on. You were the first and most popular guest, of course, of this series. So good.
Thanks so much. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. See you soon.
Bye.